Hello there, it's Mike, and in today's video we're gonna discuss what are AI agents and what is OpenClaw. Yeah, I know somebody of you maybe didn't hear what is this, but if you didn't, you missed so much. In this video we're gonna discuss what is this. So let's start from AI agents. What are AI agents? So imagine an AI. Basically, an AI can just reply you with a text. Yes, there are some modern AIs that can, for example, use some tools, some web search, and etc. Basically, all AIs. But we just talk about AI that can respond you with text. Nothing more, just plain text. And what do we call AI agents? I know there is no precise definition what is AI agent. We can just talk about less agentic behavior and more agentic behavior of an AI. So as I said, a basic AI can just respond you with a text. And when we talk about agentic behavior or AI agents, it's just basically imagine that you have an AI, and this AI have access to external tools. Alright? What do I mean? What are external tools? Basically, if when I say external tools, they're just like software, or just like a web search, like maybe installing something, like generating some PDF documents, like anything, you know? Yes. And what is OpenClaw basically? So if you got me right, you should now understand, you should now think that AI agents are just AIs that can use some tools outside of just that can use some tools, you know, and those tools can be anything, you know, from, for example, it can access a website, it can transcribe your audio into text. So a very huge amount of tools that can you just use, your AI may use. And so what is OpenClaw? What is this? What is this technology? Why it exists? Who created this? And why? Basically, when we talk about OpenClaw, it's just an AI agent that can access your entire computer. Yes. And what do I mean by that? Okay. By saying that it can access your entire computer, I say that it literally can access it. For example, it can remove some documents and create some files. It can, I don't know, just fix your PC problem, just install some software, just you know, open the browser for you, search for you. It can play a game for you. Literally anything that you can do with your PC, your AI agent may do as well. So I think you got the point that it's very useful actually, and also it's dangerous as well. But what's the most useful future of OpenClaw? Basically, the most, I think, useful future, at least for me, is that you can access the AI agent from your messenger, for example, from Telegram, from WhatsApp, and from Discord, from etc. From anything that supports, that OpenClaw supports. Of course, there are some disadvantages of this technology, and we'll talk about them later. But right now, just remember, OpenClaw is an AI agent that can access your computer. Alright? Dangerous to install it on your local PC, and I don't recommend you doing it unless you know what is Docker and how to set up this OpenClaw in Docker. Now let's talk about 3 types of people who installs this OpenClaw. Okay, I know it's only my opinion, but basically it's mostly true. The first type of people are those who install this on local PC. And the second type of people are those who install it on some external devices, like, if you know what is Raspberry Pi, it's like mini computer. They install it on this Raspberry Pi, or they may install it like on their old laptop or their old PC, anything that can run 24/7. And the third type, and very interesting type of people, are those who buy Mac Minis basically for $700. One Mac Mini, yes. Basically, just to run a tiny software, I mean OpenClaw. So you spend like $700 and you get so much resources on it, on your Mac Mini. And you spend by installing this OpenClaw less than 5% of your like resources of the Mac Mini. And I think you got the point that it's somehow illogical just to buy this, but there are some advantages. The first advantage is that by installing this on Mac Mini, you can get an entire access to your Apple ecosystem. But of course, if you only use Apple ecosystem. If you don't, then there is no point in buying Mac Mini for just a tiny little OpenClaw. Okay, I think you got the point. And let's talk about some how to. Okay, we talked about what is this, and let's talk about what can it do. Okay, some real cases maybe. By the way, I installed it on my Raspberry Pi. You can get it for less than, maybe, it depends on your country, but maybe less than $70, $60, and this can run for 24/7. So I installed this OpenClaw on my Raspberry Pi, but you can install it like anywhere, like on your local computer with important notice with Docker. If you use it with your local computer, then you must use then you must use Docker. Remember, for this. We've got this website, OpenClaw. Yeah, the URL is like openclaw.ai, and here we may just install this by copying this command and entering this in terminal if you use Mac OS or Linux, or you can run this command. If you know what is npm, better run it on with npm command install, yes, or something like that. I don't know if it's available. Yeah, it's available on Windows, but actually you need a you need a terminal, and I don't know. I didn't check if it works on Windows, but I suppose it may work. Yeah, it may work, I suppose, only. Okay. And let's just copy this command, open our terminal, paste it, enter, and here we go. installation. Here we go, installation, and while we installing this, I'll actually abort this. Oh no, yeah, because I already installed it on my Raspberry Pi. Okay, let's connect to our Raspberry Pi. On my Pi. Dot, and I'm just basically using SSH to connect to my Raspberry Pi. Yeah. I did the wrong thing. Yeah, I actually connect to my Raspberry Pi. I've already connected to it, and now I'll just show you how to configure it. And this is very simple, actually, very simple. In the beginning only. But then, when you configure it and when you talk to it, I promise you, you'll spend at least 1 week only configuring it and customizing it. I promise you, you'll do it. Okay. Because it's just so fun and you enjoy it so much. When you're talking to it, and it just improves himself on the way. You don't need to configure it in like menus or etc. You just talk to it and it just configures itself. I think it's crazy what technologies do we have right now. That I can't actually even imagine what will be in the future. Okay, let's to configure it in the beginning. You can just run OpenClaw and then onboard, and it'll just go through all steps and configure your API keys and etc. your messenger like Telegram or etc. Okay, let's run this, and basically you can see in the documentation how to install it completely, and the documentation is actually, I'd say, fine. I think it's AI generated actually, but it's fine. And here it warns you that OpenClaw oh, by the way, it says that don't run OpenClaw or OpenClaw okay, it just warns you, you know. And here you actually have a sandbox mode, which is, I only think it's safe, but I don't know. I would at least recommend you install it on Docker rather than on local PC, but as you want, on your risk. Okay, and just yes, and I would recommend you a quick start to configure it quickly. Okay, I have already configured it, that's why I have some values, but if you don't, you'll just need to connect it to your AI, for example to ChatGPT, to Cloud, or etc., to Grok. Actually it's pretty easy. You just need there are two ways. You'll need to go to a URL and just authorize. You need to authorize your OpenClaw to ChatGPT or etc. Or you just need to go to your ChatGPT or Cloud or Grok or etc. developer page and get an API key there. Yeah, I know for non-tech people it's a bit difficult, but for those people there are already some configured instances, and you can just get them on some hosting services. You just pay them, for example, $5 a month, and they provide you with this OpenClaw, and it's already a bit, maybe, I don't know. I don't actually know, but it may be configured. on some hostings, not on all. Okay, I'll just use an existing values, and here we go. You just take a provider like OpenAI, Anthropic, its cloud, like Gemini, and etc. I'll skip just. Okay, all models, keep current, and there we go. We can choose Telegram. So when we choose Telegram, we can just type to it in Telegram. Yeah, I'll just show it. You can actually choose Discord, and you can see there are plenty of bunch of. Okay, and here we go. Here's actually my bot, and I can just talk to it. Hi, tell me a joke about yourself. I'm recording a video, so do not expose any personal information. It's important actually. And why is it important? Actually, you shouldn't trust any passwords or accounts, anything to your AI. And you say, what? How am I supposed to do it? And basically, you can just create accounts for your OpenClaw bot. I mean, just account for your bot. Only bot will use it. So if it will, your bot will be hijacked, you only lose almost nothing. Only AI bot's account. And I think it's not so dangerous as if you would just like lose your access to your personal account. So I think you got the point. Yeah. So remember the second rule of using this. Never give it personal important information. Give it only that information that if it would be hijacked, it wouldn't be like the end of your digital life. And so what did he respond? Why did I choose to run on a Raspberry Pi in the state of the cloud? Because I wanted to experience what's it like to have existential thoughts at a 1.5 while drawing 15 watts of power. Also, my entire consciousness fits on a device smaller than a deck of cards. My therapist says I have a compression issues. And now it's time for real use cases. Yeah. Okay, I've already set up some, for example, web search, transcription. So if I send him an audio voice, just hello, can you do something? It can just transcribe and understand and do this task. Then I've set up like some accounts. I created for him account for GitHub, for Google, and for Gmail, etc. It's actually a bit difficult and a bit tricky. Maybe I'll explain how to set up this entire maybe tech, this software, these tools in a separate video, because it can just take an hour just to, just to basically configure it. So the boss of this program is configuration. Okay, and let's just I'll show you some use cases maybe. Actually, let's imagine a task. Okay, let's start from the easiest tasks to like hard ones and see how it like solves this. Okay, let's just say him. Okay, okay, Pyre, can you transcribe this audio and say what I say? Like, this is very easy task. Let's see what he says. You said, oh, okay, Pyre, you know, it's actually pretty accurate. Yeah, and it can understand maybe like all languages in the world. I suppose so, because most of the languages he understands. For example, he understands Ukrainian, he understands English, he understands some other European English languages. He understands Russian, etc. I don't know, maybe Chinese and more, basically like ChatGPT or etc. Because under the hood, it's just the model that you've chosen in the configuration. For example, if you chose ChatGPT, then it's just a ChatGPT, but like personalized, you know. And actually, all your data that you're personalizing him, configuring, it's stored on your PC. I mean, on the PC that you installed OpenClaw. And this is actually cool because you own your data, not the AI companies, you know. And this is useful. I mean, this is cool. Okay, as you see, he spawns 3 sub-agents, and he's analyzing my subscriptions. What's new? Tech, AI news, do content, market and business. Actually, very cool. And they're processing roughly 50 posts each from your home timeline. It's crazy. Oh, the first one is ready, so fast. So, X chat going open source. So, really? Oh, that's cool. So, you got it. It can do anything. Okay, so I think he created a diagram successfully, but I don't want to copy this one file from one PC to another to just open this, so let's just skip this part and tell him something more exciting. For example, create a Doom game in any language, like in any language. Let's say him there should be the entire functionality of Doom. Oh, by the way, if you are not subscribed to my channel, bro, right now subscribe to my channel, okay? I mean right now. And of course a like, yes? You got it, yes? Okay, I think you got it. You actually like this OpenClaw. You'll literally like this, and you'll love this too, and use it for every day. You can just I didn't explain you all the functionality yet. It can schedule tasks. For example, it can message you first. Imagine, message you first. It can literally replace 50% of your software. It can handle your to-do tasks, handle your something language learning practice, for example calorie tracking, gym exercise tracking. I think you got the point. It can just do everything. So thank you for watching. Bye bye.